Jeff Hansen, Window Warriors Forum. Check us out at windowcleaningwarriors.com. Today we're going to take a look at kind of lower end poles. What we have here today is a Zero Standard 35. Purchased this about 2 years ago from Window Cleaning Resources. And the reason we purchased this is, for one, it was on sale. Two, it's blue. We don't have any colored poles. So to get a colored pole, I thought would be a cool option to have for the guys. Usually it's kind of cool to work with something different, something that looks cool. Blue pole is what sold me. We were looking for a lower end pole. We typically will purchase high end poles for our higher work, and kind of a lower end pole for maybe second floor and first floor. That way our expensive poles aren't getting beat up, collapsed all the way down, working with a heavier pole than you need to at lower levels. Saves the wear and tear on the more expensive poles. Usually a lower pole is just fine at these lower heights. The problem is we've had this for 2 years now, and this is just like new. There's absolutely no wear on this. The brush probably has no wear on it. Probably used 2 times. Probably wasn't even for that long a period of time. The reason none of our guys will take this out of the trailer is because it is so floppy. When you extend this out, it's a very floppy pole to work with, and that just adds fatigue when you're using these. So what we noticed is to reduce some of that floppiness, it's very common you can not extend maybe your first section of a pole, and that helps reduce it, keeping your thicker sections being used and hide away the thinner, weakest sections. So what we could do with this is maybe hide the top 2 sections to make it not so floppy, but then we're kind of making it a little top heavy. So then you kind of defeat the purpose there also. So nobody's chosen to really use this at all. It looks good. What do you do with a pole that you really don't use much? I guess you just put it there, and maybe one of your employees at some point will come along and like it. It's sitting around. We haven't used it much. I think that kind of speaks more towards the pole itself. It just doesn't get used. We can take a look at the clamp system here. So this is, it says facelift on the clamps, and on the brackets here it says exceed. So I don't even know what the deal is with that. Zero pole, facelift clamps, and then it says exceed on them. So I don't know how that works out. And it slides, decent. The odd thing with this, or what's different, I shouldn't say it's odd. What's different is inside these clamps, it has like rubber gaskets or rubber, just a sealant that helps pinch and grab these. The other thing that I recall about this pole was it has an Allen wrench fitting here. I mean, you can open these clamps and then you can tighten them on the other side like most poles offer. But here it also has an Allen type. So these aren't glued onto the pole, it's an Allen. These loosened up quite a bit, and I think it was from traveling in the truck, just the bouncing around. They might have loosened up during that point. So to tighten them back up, you need an Allen wrench. And an Allen wrench isn't something our guys are going to have with them on a daily basis. We have them in our trailers, but to have to go back to a trailer to retighten a loose Allen or whatnot was kind of a pain, so we didn't really care for that much. That's a look at the Zero Standard 35. Let's see what it looks like in use in the field. This is the Zero Standard 35-foot water-fed pole in the field. This is currently extended to 25 feet. You can see, especially towards the top in the middle, how much flex there is in the pole. What this does is it affects how the brush applies to the glass with very little pressure, and it also makes it hard to maintain a constant pressure for best scrubbing and to keep that pole straight in an up and downward motion.